Hello guys, I'm Actor. This guide is based on my experience and trap that I set on Genshin Impact since this game started. So this video is to help newcomer on what they should take note when they are playing Genshin Impact. Before we go into the topic, let's talk about the game first. So Genshin Impact is an open world 3D game, high quality graphic, high quality resolution, and high quality animation. So high quality graphic might have a higher requirement for either computer or mobile user. So and then this game has no PvP system, so F2P or Welcome player can actually fully enjoy the game content. This game has a co-op system but actually more focusing on a single player mode. So make yourself stronger is a better option than compare with other players. Because different player has different luck. Some of them might get 5 stars in few pools and some of them are not. So compare with yourself instead of compare with other player. Okay? Make yourself stronger is the only thing in this game. And then playing with friends are most likely to discuss which husband or which waifu has a nicer body. And then the last one is to understand what kind of player you are. Like you are a meta player or you are a collector or you are a waifu or husband collector. So for example like me, I'm a meta waifu player, which means I only choose a strong waifu. So for example, Ganyu is a strong waifu, so I choose her. if if the waifu is not strong, I wouldn't get her. So I am this kind of player. Understand what kind of player you are can help you a lot in playing Genshin Impact, which means you can enjoy the game a lot more than others. So choose your character wisely and choose your character that you really like it. So yes, that's it for introduction. And then now let's get into the real topic. So first thing first is the free character that given from the game, which are main character Keiya, Amber, Lisa, Barbara, and Xiangling. Honestly, there are some quite decent character, but they are quite easily to get replaced in future because the more you play the game, you will definitely pull gacha for new character in future. So I'm here to advise some of these free character that they have the most value to build in early game until the late game. Okay, so the character that I would suggest to build for starter is main character with animal element, Keiya, Barbara, and Xiangling. These characters are quite useful in certain situation or environment. So for example, like main character with animal element can gather nearby enemies and decrease animal resistance on those enemies. And most importantly, main character is technically a free max constellation character and they might have more element for main character in future since there's still a lot of map that haven't released yet. So build up your main character. Maybe they will be useful in future. Who knows? Yeah. So and then for Keiya, he's a cryo element character. He's basically good in breaking shield for Hydro Abyss Match and Electro Factory. But we never know in future, maybe they will have Anemo Abyss Match or Geo Abyss Match. Uh, what else? Electro Abyss Match. Yeah, these are still an unknown. So let's not get in. Let's not get too far away from the topic. So yeah, so Kea is basically very good in current situation like Inspired Abyss. He has fast cooldown on elemental skill and high energy recharge. So basically he is good in terms of breaking shield and element apply. Yeah. So but he can easily to get replaced by Chongyun or Diona. Yeah, this once you get Chongyun or Diona, you can replace your KR as well. And then so for Barbara, you can get her when you reach adventurer rank 18 or above. She is a good healer, especially in exploration. With Barbara, you no need to worry about your health when exploring the whole Tavia. And her elemental skill can decrease stamina usage as well, so she's technically a quite useful character. You no need to use a lot of food to heal your character from after a fight. Yeah, so yeah, this is quite good, I think, because I have been using her for exploration since the game start. So yeah, she is very good. And then the last one is Xiangling. You can get one for free when you clear Spiral Abyss Floor 3. She is a quite useful character because her elemental burst can apply pyro element on enemies, and the frequency is very high. Because yeah, everyone, if you ever use her elemental burst can apply pyro element on enemies super fast and easily to deal melt damage or vaporize with others character. So which means she can easily combo with most of the character in the game. Maybe you can combo with who is that? Fisher summon odds, then combo with Xiangling. It's also one of the way to deal elemental reaction. What is that called? Overload. Yeah. So the next one is gacha banner. It is better to not use your primal gems to pull on standard banner because you might get something that you don't want from there. For example, you are aiming to get a character from standard banner, but in the end, the weapon has come out, which will make your primal gems gone waste. And since 1.3 version is coming soon and all of the character rate up are DPS character, Xiao or Keqing are DPS character, maybe Hu Tao in the end will be coming soon, and Hu Tao is also a DPS character, so there's no reason for you to try your luck on standard banner. Okay, so after the banner, let me briefly introduce some 4 stars character that is strong even with less constellation. Once you get this character, you can start building them. So for the first one is Razor, one of the strongest F2P physical DPS dealer character in the game right now. He can deal high damage even without constellation. His artifact is a bit hard to get a good stat because you need to hunt the world boss to get the gladiator intoxication. Yeah, so for those player who lack of DPS dealer, he is worth your material and your time. So the second character is Bennett. He is a well-known 6-star pyro character in the game because his elemental burst is too OP. It can heal, it can increase attack for the character that is in the AoE. So if you happen to get Bennett with Constellation 1, you can start building him instantly. The third character is Chongyun, a cryo greatsword user. He is a very good support in breaking shield because he is a cryo and greatsword. And he is possible to become a burst DPS by using his elemental burst to deal melt damage. The fourth character is Diona. Diona can provide shield with her elemental skill and heal the character that is inside the AoE of her elemental burst, which means Diona can heal while providing shield to your character. So for example, if your character has low HP already, you can give your character a shield first and then use Diona elemental burst and then move your character into the AoE to heal the character with low HP. Yeah, this is how I use her and she's very good. So the fifth character is Ningguang. She can deal high amount of DPS on single target. So you can build her if you lack of DPS character, but remember she is better in dealing DPS on single target. So the sixth character is Sucrose. It is better to have Constellation 2 on her because her Constellation 1 can increase another charge for her elemental skill and her Constellation 2 can make her elemental burst last longer on the field. And overall, she can gather monster together with her elemental skill and elemental burst and she is the support that can control enemies and provide elemental mastery for your team. But she is quite a late bloomer if you want to build her to provide elemental mastery for your team. Okay, so for the last character would be Fisher. Fisher is an electro element character, and she can be DPS or DPS support. If you lack of DPS in your team, you can use her as your DPS until you have another DPS character. So when you get another DPS character, then you can change your Fisher to support DPS because her elemental skill and elemental burst allow her to summon odds. Odds can apply electro element on enemy constantly, so I highly recommend to build Fisher once you get her. There are some character that I did not mention here is because they require high amount of constellation. So for example like Noel and Xingqiu, if you happen to make them 4 constellation or 6 constellation in future, you can build them up immediately because they are very strong when they reach constellation 4 or higher. Then for the 5 stars character in standard banner, you can build them up instantly if you get any one of these character. Because for free to play player or casual player, they are strong enough to bring you to the late game of this game. So and some player might say Keqing is hard to deal high damage or Mona is hard to play. It is because those players who sharp or well the game, they have better character options. So stick on what character you have and build them with your heart. They won't disappoint you. So during the exploration, if you saw there is a primordium shake mark on your minimap, follow the mark and you will find Animalculus or Geoculus. Animalculus is in Moonstead and Geoculus is in Liyue. So after you obtain them, mark the place that you have already obtained, so you won't go back to the same place again to look for it. And it is better to use interactive map to search for them. Then if you have unlocked ley line for either Mora or character EXP book, go grind them until you unlock some of the domain for weapon essential material or talent book. However, please take note that you no need to grind for extra talent or material until you reach adventurer rank 40 or above. Because the more you grind when you are below adventurer rank 40, you will lose a lot of resin as a reward will get better when your adventurer rank getting higher. So grind for the amount that you need for the time being until you reach adventurer rank 40. Then for the artifacts domain, I would recommend to not grind this domain until you reach adventurer rank 45 because adventurer rank 45 will guarantee you a 5 stars artifact drops, but adventurer rank 40 would not guarantee. And the artifact that you obtain randomly from the chest during exploration, you can just equip them and upgrade if you got the stat that you want. And no need to worry about not enough folder to upgrade your artifact in future because the artifacts as a folder will transfer 80% of their EXP to the one you upgrade. So no need to worry about your folder. And for the 3 stars weapon, I would recommend to keep one for each of them, especially a catalyst weapon that called Thrilling Tales of the Dragon. This catalyst can increase 48% of damage for 10 seconds at refinement 5. So it is important to keep at least one of these weapons for future support DPS as well. Yes, this is the most OP 3 stars weapon in the game right now. Then the last one is how many character you should build as a starter. So I would say 2 characters is enough until you reach adventurer rank 40 or 45 above. Because until there, you will need to start planning on building for team 2 in order to beat Spiral Abyss. And until this adventurer rank, you can now focusing on grinding all those material to make your team 2 stronger. So and for the character level, I would say for supporting or healer, level 70 is enough. But For character like Bennett who boosts attack based on his base attack, you can go as high level as you can. And then for the DPS character, same as Bennett, just go as high as you can. So that's it for this video. If this video helped you in your new Genshin Impact journey, press the like button and share it to your friends who are new to Genshin Impact as well. So see you guys in my next video. Peace out.